Hey Kevin, how's it going? This is Shammi from Southtown Chrysler. Definitely a pretty hot day today. Sorry for the delay. I've definitely had quite a bit going on today. Almost one of those days where you have 10 tasks at the same time and you kind of need more arms to get them all done, right? So my apologies on the delay. This is that 2012 Dodge Challenger SRT, the 392. And man, is this one nice. Super nice. Really like the paint color right off the get-go. But the interior is in really good shape as well. But let me just kind of start off on the front end here. So you got that really nice SRT badging on that grille. Now, one nice option on this one that it does come with, Kevin, is going to be the actual 3M protection. So this is definitely, what I would consider on any vehicle, especially a newer vehicle, to have as a must-have option when you do purchase a vehicle. Definitely, if you kind of look at how far up it goes up the hood for rock chips, I mean, you have quite a bit of protection, and it does make sure to keep this in really nice shape. Now, the client as well was very cognizant of, the other areas that that might kind of get some rock chips, like the side window mirrors are covered in 3M, and this side A-pillar as well has some 3M on it, and even this top piece, and this one is infamous for getting rock chips, and at the same time, sometimes those rock chips, you get a little bit of water on there when it's raining, and you might even have a little bit of surface rust, so it never looks good. So it's nice to see that he took the time and attention to get that done. But when you're looking at the wheels itself, they definitely do look really nice. When it comes to the tires as well, tires do have lots of tread, and that will be on my inspection as well. But other than that, just in general, I always like to make sure to point out any kind of blemishes or anything that I do see. Now, I will say that this one is in really good shape. So I'll even show you kind of a side profile here so you can see, make sure there's no dents or no dings. And another thing to note as well is there is actually even some 3M back here. So very nice touch from that customer. So he kind of put some 3M along the lines here, just in this back area here, right? So super nice. Obviously, any kind of rocks that do kick up from these rear tires would be protected, and I didn't see any kind of notable issues on that end there either. Now, when you're looking at the back end here, looks really nice. Does come with the upgraded Corsa exhaust. So it does sound really nice, but you know what? Your neighbors will still like you, okay? So it still gives it that factory sound. It's not like some of these these exhaust systems, like, the Borlas, that can kind of get a little bit too loud and kind of annoy the neighbors a little bit. But this one does have a really nice subtle noise. And also kind of looking at this side angle here, make sure there's no dents, no dings. This one does have the sunroof option as well. Now, because it is a push button ignition, it does have a button right here. So to unlock and lock the doors, that is all you would need to do, is push that button. Now, here we get to the really nice, exciting part. Now, being a 2012, obviously this does have low kilometers, but the interior is in really nice shape. And if you kind of notice on the inside here, this is your Alcantara in the middle, your Alcantara suede with your leather mix. And obviously, here, let me just zoom out. Really nice kind of with that red little inlay right there as well. You will see this does have the unique shifter as well there, so definitely does feel good in the hands. You will notice on this side you don't have any power seat option, but you do on the driver's side. And I do also want to kind of show you is the back seats. Now, in a vehicle like this, typically the back seats are ones that get the least amount of usage. So pretty much, I mean, all the leather looks really nice in here, but these back seats don't look like they've really been sat in. The carpet as well, obviously nice and clean. When you're looking at the headliner itself, this does not smell like it was ever smoked in. So that's always a nice touch on any vehicle in this kind of price range. So you don't have to kind of worry about any foul odors or anything like that. Now, let's see, I will show you the trunk here. Now, obviously, you know what, I think you could fit a set of golf clubs. You might have to put the driver in the back seat just to make sure it doesn't get damaged, but you could fit in a couple sets of golf clubs. You have a nice little opening on that side as well. There's that nice subwoofer for your sound system there. All right, let me just open this one up, and here we go to the driver's side. So you kind of notice on here as well, even on the driver's seat, This is one spot where you always will have a little bit of wrinkling just with kind of getting in and out of the vehicle itself. But you do see that you do have your power seat as well as your lumbar. Now your actual tilt function is just going to be with this lever right here. So that one is not power. Now, all right, when it comes to the interior. So right off the get-go, love the steering wheel, okay? It is that newer style SRT steering wheel, even in this 2012. So definitely really nice with that SRT badging on the bottom. You do have your kind of aluminum pedals right there. But also kilometers is actually sitting at 19,123 on the button. And when it comes to your infotainment screen as well, so this is all touchscreen. You do have your satellite radio as well. Now this one will also come with navigation. So that's always a nice touch. And when it comes to the extra creature comforts, as I mentioned, it is a push button ignition. This does have your heated seats in the front here. It does have your sport mode. Obviously your heated steering wheel, which is even a nice touch for those kind of rainy days where it gets a little cold. Your traction control you can turn off. I definitely do not suggest that. There's quite a bit of power in this one, so definitely kind of worth letting the traction control system kind of make sure that you don't kind of slip out in the wrong way on the road. But other than that, I mean, typically, like, this is really a pretty easy drive. You'd consider with this kind of horsepower that it might be something that might actually be a little bit difficult to drive, but actually it's really easy to live with. Now I will try to do a little bit of a drive while I'm on the phone here, so bear with me. It is going to be a little bit of a one-handed drive, but definitely thought it was worth kind of giving you a little bit of a idea how this feels to drive. All right, shift in a second. So yeah, pretty easy. Like, I'm doing this one-handed. Definitely not giving me any issues. The clutch is really nice and easy to engage. Some sporty vehicles, like some muscle cars, you'll find that the clutch is maybe a little bit too sensitive, where you kind of feel like you're jerking a lot when it comes to the actual kind of low-speed driving. But this one's super easy. And again, visibility is actually pretty good, considering kind of the unique shape and design of the vehicle itself. But let me just hop on this side here. I do want to kind of see if I can even give you a taste of that Corsa exhaust. I don't want to go too fast, obviously. It's not my vehicle, but it does sound nice. As I mentioned, like, it's not an exhaust system that you're going to find that's obviously going to kind of wake up the neighbors and kind of irritate everyone in the neighborhood, like, oh, look who's coming out with their vehicle now, right? But at the same time, super easy to live with. The shape and condition, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to a 2012, I really truly believe it would be hard to find one in this kind of shape. And obviously, at the end of the day, if this was a vehicle that you're interested in, I know you mentioned asking on the ad whether it was still available. It is nice to know that it is, right? And these are special cars. They do have, it's one of those unique kind of vehicles that tend to sometimes sit on the lot for a little bit. But when they sell, I mean, they sell pretty quickly, right? So these are kind of those really niche cars that obviously you have your, really buyers looking for those sporty vehicles. So it's not going to appeal to, every single buyer, but at the same time, I definitely think this would appeal for you. And the shape and condition it's in, with the protection it has, the 3M, the extra add-ons, like, there's a lot of value here. But do give me a call. Let me know what you think. This is Shammi again, Celltown Chrysler, 780-932-7597. I look forward to your call or your email, and we can see what we can do for you. Thanks so much.